You most definitely have been welcome along this journey. And though I am not a therapist or a counselor or certified in any aspect of family, marriage, relationship, or trauma yet, I am a living example of what naturally, these are natural gifts. These are natural what comes to us, what comes to me as it relates to how I'm addressing and able to dissect and understanding and learning more about me along this journey. And one thing that um, I'm able to identify or experience or grow through, I believe it's your business to some degree to make better decisions, to do something different, to try something out that you've not tried before that's healthy for your spiritual, mental, and physical growth. And in that aspect, if I could share the things that our parents could have shared with us to help us become better people, to help us become healthier individuals in relationships, to help us to think clearly and make healthy decisions for ourselves and our family moving forward in the future. I believe that some of my experiences, if not all, are experiences that are vital to share to give you a different aspect of how to see, view, addressed, and handle things moving forward. There's some that you can eat the meat and spit out the bones. There's most definitely some things that could be helpful to you along your journey that you could take and be useful in your decision making. Because guess what? In actuality, as alone as we may feel at times along our journey, along our path, waiting for love, being loved, and and not knowing what it feels like to be loved, along that journey, as you continue to grow and elevate and make healthier decisions and identify the things about yourself that you must change to be in good standing with self as you continue to develop and grow. A lot of us, or myself per se, we don't understand complacency with being just set in our ways. If our ways are not going to benefit us moving forward, if we see a pattern of inconsistencies with relationships, if we see, and it may not always be your fault, but if you see just unhealthy attractions towards people who could care less about you or have any emotions towards anything for that matter at all, you know. And in the process, if you have identified that you've come from any level of trauma, whether you've had parents or not, whether you've had parents or not, whether you've had both of them in your life or whether you've had none of them in your life. Some of us can still speak the same story. Some of us can still connect and still have the same stories as it relates to whatever both parents may have done to cause trauma and whatever not having any parents at all could have done to cause trauma. And along my journey, I've noticed and identify with the fact that I have experienced things, but this journey has been amazing with identifying more about myself, changing more about myself, coming to the realization of truths about myself. And there's still a lot to learn. And one thing that I've acknowledged is after a breakup, the person could have been kaboo doo doo. Okay? Kaboo doo doo. Use that. Nigga, you kaboo doo doo. I'm joking. But yeah, the person could have been worth a piece of trash in the trash can. Throwing it out. The dumpster guy is coming to pick it up. He's trash. She's trash. And there's still the tendency that I've noticed within myself to have the idea, and this is hard to say. Oh my God, this is so hard to say. It's true though. The person can treat you like kaboo doo doo and be a kaboo doo doo type of person, and they will still come to mind as if you're struggling to try to remember the good times that you and that person shared, to have something and a reason and an explanation to call them back, to have some reason, to have some explanation to feel like there was actually something good about something that wasn't actually good at all. There's 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 an idea or thoughts that come to mind about the person. It's like they flash across your mind. And then you have a small contemplation. Well, I'm talking about me. Have a small contemplation of if that person is receiving karma for the things they did, or if that person is thinking about you, or if that person is, you know, what that person is, if that person feels bad about what they did to you, if there's any type of, remorse for them being the way that they were. And I sit back and I think about it, like, why the fuck do you even care? Like, what is this? What level of trauma, what did you experience throughout life that has not allowed you to be that bold person and say, it's over, it's done, I'm moving forward, and not look back? What is the benefit of having these small contemplations about the individuals, and trying to cipher, depict the good from the bad, or even the emotion that comes with the thought when you think about them? This person meant me no good whatsoever. This person wanted to see me lose everything that I have. This person invested into seeing me depleted. This person invested into being a sneaky person and trying to get away with as much as possible behind my back. This person, whatever the scenario may be that you yourself may have experienced, had you ever sat back and really thought about why you even gave a damn? So in me acknowledging that those thoughts run through my mind, all the way down from my very first relationship. How's that person doing? What is he up to? Does he have a family? Is he married? Like, from to the last one, there are small contemplations, even small desires to reach out and see how the person is doing or look for the person. And so with me on my journey, I then come to a place where I say, okay, what level of trauma, what level of abandonment, what level of attention, what is the category of what it is that you needed or what it is that you didn't have growing up that would have you so attached to even giving a fuck about someone who came in your life to destroy, to kill, steal, or destroy? All three of those motherfuckers. What would you sit back and have the energy? Why would you sit back and have the energy to even contemplate the idea of giving a fuck? Contemplate the idea of giving a fuck, you heard? Like, why would you care? And I haven't identified that yet. I haven't identified the strong feeling that comes over me that actually wonders if this person sits back and tells themselves, you know what, I was actually fucked up. I didn't have to treat him or her like that, or do him or her like that. Or are they sitting back like, yeah, another one, on to the next? You know what I mean? I don't want to give a fuck, but I do know that I have a huge heart in general. It's big. And I do believe in love. I do believe in connection. I do believe in family. I do believe in healthy relationships. And I do believe that there is one specifically set out for me. I'm never going to give up on my belief in knowing that shit is going to work out for me, for my own personal life, my goals and endeavors, and in a relationship. It's gonna work out for me. I'm gonna have that story one day. You know what I mean? You're not finna fucking see me walking around with a dog or a cat to suffice your absence because you belong with me type of shit. That's just how I function. That's just my belief system in knowing that love exists. But to look back on a motherfucker that did not love you, to look back on a person that did not give a fuck, and to harbor the energies that come with even caring is something that I most definitely have to share, because it's something that I most definitely have to grow out of. Still seeking the idea and the reason behind that. But guess what? It feels good to move on towards something better in life. Let's do that. Kiss, kiss.